Good morning, boys and girls. I want to try and get in a quick read aloud to you guys before it gets too loud in my house. Right now it's a little bit quiet. Today is also Earth Day, and I don't have any really good books about Earth Day, but I found this book upstairs on one of my kids' shelf, and it's at least about animals and creatures that live on our earth and out in our wild that we should be protecting. So let's go ahead and get started on this really cute book. It's called An Extraordinary Egg by Leo Lionni. Some of you may have heard of Leo Lionni before. Alrighty. On Pebble Island, there lived 3 frogs, Marilyn, August, and one who was always somewhere else. That one's name was Jessica. Jessica was full of wonder. She would go on long walks way to the other side of Pebble Island and return at the end of the day shouting, "Look what I found!" And even if it was nothing but an ordinary little pebble, she would just say, "Isn't it extraordinary?" You could start using that word. That means like incredible and awesome. But Marilyn and August were never impressed. One day, in a mound of stones, she found one that stood out from all the others. It was perfect, white like the snow and round like the full moon on a midsummer night. Even though it was almost as big as she was, Jessica decided to bring it home. You see which one she picked? I wonder what Marilyn and August will say when they see this, she thought as she rolled the beautiful stone to the small inlet where the 3 of them lived. "Look what I found," she shouted triumphantly. "A huge pebble!" This time Marilyn and August were truly astonished. "That is not a pebble," said Marilyn, who knew everything about everything. "It's an egg, a chicken egg." "A chicken egg? How do you know it's a chicken egg?" asked Jessica, who had never even heard of chickens. Marilyn smiled. "These are some of the things you just know." A few days later, the frogs heard a strange noise coming from the egg. They watched in amazement as the egg cracked out and out crawled a long, scaly creature that walked on 4 legs. What do frogs? They look like they're walking on 2 legs, and when they hop, they use their arms in the front. They don't actually walk up on their 2 hind legs like that, though. The chicken took see, exclaimed Marilyn. "I was right. It is a chicken." "A chicken!" they all shouted. Does that look like a chicken? The chicken took a deep breath, grunted, gave each of the astonished frogs a look, and said in a small, raspy voice, "Where's the water?" "Straight ahead," the frogs cried out excitedly. Doesn't look like a chicken to me. The chicken threw herself into the water, and the frogs dove in after her. To their surprise, the chicken was a good swimmer. And fast, too, and she showed them new ways to float and paddle. They had a wonderful time together and played from sun up to sundown, and so it went for many days. They're friends. You can see that they can be in the water, too. Then, one day, when Jessica was somewhere else, August and Marilyn saw a commotion in the water below them. Something was happening. Someone was in trouble. Quickly, the chicken dove into the dark pool. August and Marilyn were frightened. After a few long moments, the chicken reappeared, carrying Jessica. "I'm all right," she called. "I got tangled in the weeds, but the chicken saved me." And so sweet. From that day on, Jessica and her rescuer were inseparable friends. Wherever Jessica went, the chicken went too. They traveled all over the island. They went to Jessica's secret thinking place. and to the Great Pebble Monument. Ooh, look at all those pebbles and that big one. One day they went to a place where Jessica had never been before. A red and blue bird flew down from a tree. "Oh, there you are," it exclaimed when it saw the chicken. "Your mother has been looking all over for you. Come, I'll take you to her." They followed the bird for a very long time. They walked and they walked. They walked under the warm sun and the cool moon, and then they came upon the most extraordinary creature they've ever seen. I wonder what it will be. Whoa. It was asleep, but when it heard a little chicken shout, "Mother!" it slowly opened one eye, smiled an enormous smile, and in a voice as gentle as the whispering grass said, "Come here, my sweet little alligator." And the little chicken climbed happily onto her mother's nose. "Now it's time for me to go," said Jessica. "I'll miss you very much, little chicken. Come visit us soon and bring your mother too." Jessica couldn't wait to tell Marilyn and August what had happened. As she neared the inlet, she shouted, "Guess what I found!" And she told them all about it. "And do you know what the mother chicken said to her baby?" Jessica asked. "She called her my sweet little alligator." "Alligator," said Marilyn. "What a silly thing to say." And the three frogs couldn't stop laughing. They called her a chicken. So they thought alligator was funny. So I think that's such a sweet little book. I like at the end when the mama finds her baby alligator and that Jessica doesn't get sad because she knows that the baby should be with her mama and that she will get to go visit her, or that the chicken will come visit her too. So I hope you guys have a good day. I miss you so much, and hopefully we'll get to see you on one of our class chats soon. Bye.